All right, guys, this is Rajiv from myfunnelteam.com. I'm in the parking lot right now waiting for my wife, who just went to consult her doctor. She's going to be back in a few minutes. I wanted to create a video talking about the concept of advertising. And I think if you get this right, everything in your business, in marketing, will be easy, right? So from the way I look at advertising, I will categorize it into different main ways of advertising. So you've got proactive advertising and reactive advertising. Proactive meaning, the way I coined it is like, you advertise, you do pattern interrupt. So somebody is on Facebook, for example, and checking on friends and doing whatnot, and you proactively place an ad in front of them based on their past interests, right? So you're proactively advertising to them. Now there is reactive advertising methods. So basically that's like, okay, somebody searches and then your site comes up as a reaction to the search. That's reactive advertising. Um, and of course, reactive advertising is more, probably I would say, more targeted, because you're reacting to a specific search, to a specific keyword, there is intent, etc., etc. Whereas where you do proactive advertising, that particular person or user or your audience is not in a mood to buy, or is not prepared to buy at that particular point in time when they see your ad. So when you when you do proactive advertising, this is why you need to put people through a funnel. You need to put them through, through your squeeze page, and then get them through your funnel to be nurtured, and then you would send them to an offer at some point, right? So that's for proactive advertising. Now, from a reactive advertising perspective, people have got an intent. They are looking for a solution. They've got a problem. They go on Google, and then they start, finding information and probably finding a solution right now. Now, I have heard quite a lot that a lot of client thinks that Google advertising or Google AdWords is expensive, and I would say that this is a big myth, because advertising is, it can't be high or low. In a sense, it's all relative to the amount of money that you make in it at the end. So let's say one customer um, one customer lifetime value for you is $5,000, so if customer's lifetime value is $5,000, I personally would be happy to spend $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 to get a customer at who spends $5,000 if I'm making whatever, $1,000 of profit, right? So if the numbers match, it always makes sense. If the numbers are good, then it would make business sense to advertise. Right. No, so now it's not about, costs, how expensive is the click. Obviously, you need to have a good conversion rate, right? So if the numbers match up in terms of, your clicks that you get, the amount of leads that you get, and how many leads it takes to get one customer, etc. If you do the math and it works and you're making a profit, then the cost per click don't really matter. Right. Now, going back to advertising concepts, so based on what we just discussed in terms of proactive and reactive advertising, you can build your whole business based on the information that you get. So, for example, if let's talk about proactive advertising. So you know that if somebody has got an interest, for example, in I don't know, somebody has got an interest in football. So if somebody has got interest in football, they will probably like a football team's page. They'll probably like, I don't know, they will probably have some top players on a global, worldwide basis. I don't know, Ronaldo, Messi, whatever, right? And they will probably also have they probably also have liked they probably also play football, and they probably bought um, accessories, or they bought football gear and all that, and they probably like Nike, for example, right? So from a ideal buyer perspective, you have all these signals, all these profile signals, or profile so it's the profile that you can build based on the different interests. So when you do proactive advertising, you need to know your buyer profile and the interest, right? And then you use the interest. You can use it on Facebook. You can also do the same thing on YouTube, for example. You can advertise based on interest. If somebody is interested in a certain type of video and a certain type of channel, the channel obviously is categorized based on the keywords, etc. So you can use exactly the same interest that you use on Google, on Facebook, and use that on Google or on YouTube, right? Because YouTube is all proactive advertising. It's banner advertising, and it's also search advertising. But yeah, it's more like a search with a display type of advertising that you can do on Google, on YouTube. Sorry. So if you get this concept, you will be able to make much more profit and get much more return on investment. See what your customers are looking for, because I've had so many clients. I've spoken to so many clients who have got a good product, but nobody is aware, or nobody is searching for it, because the way they present their product is different from what people are typing to search for the product, or how people are searching for that same product. What I'm trying to say here is, say for example, you've got a sleep solution for sleep, to sleep better. So there's so many ways to help you sleep better. You can do, I don't know, you can take supplements, you can do meditation, you can listen to some sort of music, you can uh, do exercise, and you can do hypnotherapy, etc., etc., right? So all these things, all these different solutions for the same problem. So your customer has probably liked, has got a buyer profile who's got an interest in sleep, and he's probably liked a page about sleep, right? But that person, when they go and try to find a solution, they don't even know that there is a sort of music that they could listen, or a sort of device that they could just buy that would help them with their sleep, right? So you might have a solution, but your customer might not be looking for that solution in the same way, right? So this is why it's very important that you understand your customer, you understand how your customer is looking for your particular solution. And sometimes you may have a product that your customer doesn't want, and that happens so many times, like, because I've seen clients who've got brilliant ideas to solve a particular problem, but it actually eventually will solve the problem, but because the angle is different, people don't even know it exists, right? So then you need to go and get in front of people using the traditional methods that they already know. So, for example, if people, I don't know, if there is a particular pillow, and people are looking for, I don't know, typing, I want to have better sleep, how to get better sleep on Google, you come up with a pillow solution, or you say, yeah, if people are typing, I want to have better sleep, what type of pillow is good to get a better sleep, you can also come in. If you've got an information product about sleep, you come in and say, better than pillow, this product, right? So people, that might pique their interest, they might click on it, and then they might read about your product, and they might buy your product, they might come in your funnel, right? So this is the basic concepts that you need to understand before you get into advertising, before you get into any business. This is Rajiv from myfunnelteam.com, and I appreciate your time. I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope you can apply some of what I've just mentioned in your business. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to comment below this video. I'll see you soon. Rajiv, over and out.